इस ऑर्डर को चैलेंज कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सपोज ओके मैं और सयोनी हम लोग ने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में एंटर किया, हमने तरुण को अपॉइंट किया एज एन आर्बिट्रेटर. ठीक है, बाद में पता चला कि तरुण के में कुछ डिस्क्वालिफिकेशंस है टू हैंडल अवर केस, सो वी चैलेंज तरुण्स अपॉइंटमेंट. लेकिन आवर चैलेंज फेल्ड, हमारा चैलेंज फेल हो गया एंड तरुण कंटिन्यूड विद द प्रोसीडिंग्स. ओके, कंटिन्यूड द प्रोसीडिंग्स. Okay, and he gave an award also, he gave an order also. Now at this stage me and Sayoni we have a right. What is that right? हम दोनों एक नॉर्मल कोर्ट में जाके तरुण ने दिए हुए ऑर्डर को चैलेंज कर सकते हैं. दैट वी डोंट वांट एन ऑर्डर बाय तरुण बिकॉज वी थिंक ही इज नॉट फिट to hear our case. We can do that. At the stage where we have challenged, we can make an application in the court to set aside the award. Which award? This award. This award which was given by the arbitrator जिसके अपॉइंटमेंट को हमने चैलेंज किया था, वो अवार्ड जो उसने दिया था उसको सेट असाइड, सेट असाइड मतलब कैंसिल करने के लिए हम कोर्ट में जा सकते हैं. ठीक है, आई विल रिपीट दिस इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो, बट हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. ठीक है, so what does section 13 say? Suppose I appoint Sakshi. Okay, everyone listen carefully. Suppose I appoint Sakshi as a arbitrator for my case. Later on I feel that Sakshi is not fit to hear the case. So I go to the arbitral institution. I tell them that Sakshi has this disqualifications and she is not fit to hear our case. Now arbitral institution says that the grounds on which you're challenging are not correct and we do not allow this challenge. So my challenge is unsuccessful, my challenge has failed, so my case will continue as a normal case. Okay, and Sakshi will give an award, she will give a order. Now at this stage I have a right to not accept the order given by Sakshi, challenge that order in the court that I do not accept the order because Sakshi has disqualifications. I have the right to not accept the order given by Sakshi and challenge that order in the court. Now everyone has understood the first paragraph? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now subsection 2 provides that failing any agreement referred to in subsection 1, a party who intends to challenge an arbitrator shall 15 days after becoming aware of the constitution of the tribunal or after becoming aware of any circumstances referred to in subsection 3 send a written statement of the reasons for challenge to the arbitral tribunal. Now, yesterday itself, I had told you all, if you appoint one person arbitrator, if you appoint more than one person arbitral tribunal, okay, more than one person. And whenever we appoint more than one person, it has to be in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7. ये कल पढ़ा था अपन ने. Okay. So now here in this paragraph, what are we? Yes. In this paragraph, what are we studying? That failing any agreement referred to in subsection 1, this subsection 1, okay, a party who intends to challenge an arbitrator. Suppose a person is appointed as arbitrator, we are not happy with his appointment. So within 15 days, after becoming aware of the constitution of the tribunal or after becoming aware of the circumstances referred to in subsection 3 of section 12, okay, subsection 3 of section 12, subsection 3, that you have some doubts on his independence or impartiality, or he does not possess the qualification agreed by the parties. So 15 days after becoming aware that this person has been appointed, or after becoming aware that he is not qualified to handle your case, or he will not be impartial, you have to send a written statement of the reasons that why are you challenging this arbitrator's appointment. Okay, so whenever you want to challenge the appointment of an arbitrator, a time limit has been given. The moment you come to know that this person has been appointed as an arbitrator, or these three people are appointed as an arbitrator, then the moment you come to know about that, उस उसके 15 दिन के अंदर, within 15 days of becoming aware of the constitution, or after becoming aware of the circumstances that he is not qualified enough or he will not be impartial, वो पता लगने के बाद 15 days के अंदर you can give a written statement to challenge the composition or appointment of the arbitrator. ठीक है, have you understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The tribunal shall decide on the challenge unless the arbitrator under subsection 2 withdraws from his office or the other party agrees to the challenge. It is also provided that where an award is set aside on an application made under subsection 5, the court may decide as to whether the arbitrator who is challenged is entitled to any fees. Okay, तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, फिर से पढ़ते हैं. फिर जो ट्राइब्यूनल, जहां पे भी आपने अपने रीजंस, अपने कारण लिख के दिए कि आपको वो आर्बिट्रेटर क्यों नहीं चाहिए, ठीक है, उसके ऊपर ट्राइब्यूनल डिसाइड करेगा. बट ट्राइब्यूनल के डिसाइड करने से पहले ही आर्बिट्रेटर हिमसेल्फ विथड्रॉज फ्रॉम द ऑफिस, ओके, then the tribunal need not decide anything. Tribunal need not decide anything if the arbitrator withdraws from the office or the other party also agrees to the challenge. Other party also says yes, we don't want this arbitrator. फिर तो ट्राइब्यूनल के हाथ में कुछ है ही नहीं, उसको निकालना ही पड़ेगा. देखो दो चीजें हैं. If the arbitrator himself withdraws, the tribunal will not decide. If the other party also says we don't want this arbitrator, then also the tribunal need not decide. He has to remove the arbitrator. If none of this happens, then the tribunal has the ball in the court. The tribunal will have to decide whether this arbitrator should continue or not continue. Okay, have you understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now also we what we studied in subsection 5 above, हमने क्या पढ़ा था कि अगर जिस आर्बिट्रेटर को आप नहीं चाहते हो वो कंटिन्यू करता है और वो कोई ऑर्डर देता है, तो उसके ऑर्डर को आप कोर्ट में चैलेंज कर सकते हो. ठीक है, what we studied in subsection 5, that if you don't like a particular arbitrator and you challenge his appointment and your challenge is not successful and that arbitrator gives an award, you can challenge that arbitrator's award in any of the court. Okay, ये हमने पढ़ा था. Now when you challenge that person's appointment in the court may decide that since this person's appointment has been challenged, should we give him the fees for which he is entitled or not? Should we give him the fees or should we not give him? So उस आर्बिट्रेटर को फीस मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा will be decided by the court. Okay. Okay, so I hope section 12 and 13 is clear, because now we will move to section 14. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Failure or impossibility to act as an arbitrator is given in section 14. Section 14 क्या बोलता है? Failure or impossibility to act as an arbitrator. The mandate of an arbitrator shall terminate and he shall be substituted by another arbitrator if he becomes de jure or de facto unable to perform his functions, or fails to act without undue delay due to some other reasons. Mandate is also terminated if he withdraws from his office or the parties agree to the termination of his mandate. Okay. Now, what does this say? What does this section say? कि आर्बिट्रेटर जो होता है ना, आर्बिट्रेटर उसको अपना मैंडेट का मतलब क्या होता है? अभी if you see news during elections, okay, during elections when you see news, English news especially, what they will say, public's mandate has not been गिवन रिस्पेक्ट. अभी जैसे